What's going on, YouTube community? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Hope y'all started y'all day positive, productive, and as least painful as it could be, because we always gonna go through that pain at some point. So at least we try to start off the morning good. You know what I'm saying? Don't too much bullshit be popping off in the morning. I hope everybody doing good though. Today, the ancestors told me to get up here and talk about how do I put my finger on it? Hold on, y'all. And they just wanted me to talk about the ancestral energy and how you can tap into it. So stick with me here, because I know everybody ain't too familiar with the names and then the likenesses and shit like that. So we about to roll right on into it. Just give me a couple seconds to get right. I just got out the shower. Yeah, man. I called on the ancestors last night. I prayed to my ancestors and the elders and the souls that's even older than mine, for guidance. And they actually graced me with their presence and graced me with the opportunity for them to use my vessel to bring the message to y'all. So it's very easy, like almost similar to how it would be if you was praying, but instead of praying to something outside of yourself or praising something outside of yourself, praise yourself. You know what I'm saying? The God which is in you, the God which is within you. You know, that consciousness, that soul and spirit. You know, that's God. That's shared by everyone of your same kind. Gods and goddesses alike. The ancestors want me to let y'all know that the Great Awakening is still happening. It's still probably thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people waking up every day now. Spiritual videos are all over TikTok. You got so many different people like myself explaining to you, you know, the complications and the lies we've been told in order just to reveal the simple, utter truth. For example, shout out Spiritual Soul. He was there to help me along the start of my spiritual journey around 2 years ago, you know? And I'm still very ignorant to a lot of things probably, but I've been learning. This whole 2 years I've been learning. I've been just learning. And once you detach yourself from this human life that they try to make us live, you become the watcher, the old great watcher. Because the watcher is not attached to emotions or feelings. The watcher does not get angry. The watcher does not get sad. The watcher doesn't get happy. The watcher does not have love. Because those are not things that we need. Those are things that are actually outside of ourselves that we were taught to adapt to. There's certain frequencies that we tap into. All right. Y'all see me blow an O? So, through your intention, through good intention, you can, hold on, let me start that idea over. 1 second, I just lost the thought, blowing the O as shit. My phone keep moving, sliding all over the place. Man, stay still. But yes, through good intention, you will definitely be able to find the answers that you're looking for. I know everyone is a little bit confused, especially my people who aren't all the way woke yet, or people who feel like they could be woke, but they still have fear. They still have some type of fear in them that's, you know, attaching them to this life. So as I was saying, when you remove yourself and you become the watcher, you realize that life is just an ocean. This life is just an ocean of experiences. You have high tides, you have low tides. You got a tsunami that come through every now and then, you feel me? Shit like that. It's not always good, it's not always bad. Because it's constant, it's ever changing, it's infinite, this world that you created, that you are a part of. Because you created everything, so you are everything, and everything is you. Shout out Rashad Jamal. Shout out Spiritual Soul. Shout out Real Chosen. You know, that's just a few. Shout out Pharaoh. That's just a few. Shout out, I think his name is The Enlightened Teacher on Instagram. Shout out Actual Truth on Instagram. You know, we all here. We all just here to spread the word for the most part. To enlighten our people. We don't just say these things to get confirmation from anybody, because on the inside we already know, and your soul knows as well. So we're just fighting really in this conscious war to help enlighten the unawoken souls who have forgotten who they are. All right. There's nothing wrong to being ignorant to things. If you feel like you argued with woke people before, or people who thought they was woke before, and because really a woke person not even really gonna argue with you, but if you feel like you argued with them before or you disagreed with them before, so now you can't change your mind, don't be in such a cemented mind state. Because remember, things are always changing. This is the everlasting, infinite world we are in, so things are forever changing. Especially your knowledge. You'll always be learning. You're constantly learning. Even when you're just sitting down watching TV, you taking in information from all points at all times. The watcher, you know, because you're living this life in the physical, but who is this behind this human mask? Who is this behind this body, this God, the vessel? What's controlling this vessel? What's making me be able to go like this? What's making me able to see what's right and wrong, to make decisions? That's not just the body. There's more than the body. That's soul and spirit, consciousness, magnetism. That's why when you release yourself from the fake necessities that they try to put on you in this matrix, which are things like money, pleasure, indulging, simple things like that, the everyday things that you think are so simple, but they all have a different meaning. Because whatever frequency you reside on is what you're not only going to attract, but that's what you're putting out. What you put out, you attract. I sent out positive waves of energy in every direction last night. I know it's coming back. I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't know where I'm going to be at. But I know it's coming back because I'm constantly putting out positive energy. All right? A way you can practice tapping into this infinite well of knowledge that we all share is through meditation, mental discipline. You know? You see people meditating, you probably think they crazy or they just making something up in their thoughts. But when you have a dream and the dream feels extremely real, you can't tell the difference between that dream and this life right here. So who's to say everything you see up here isn't real? You know? You gotta feel me on that one. I know you done had a real dream. Probably the succubus comes to see you in your dreams as a female. She shapeshifts into a female to suck your energy out, get you in your sacral chakra. Yes, it's very real. It's a conscious war. And the people that are actually out here knowing what's really going on and trying to enlighten their people, we get attacked on different levels. They may not come for us now in the physical, especially if you're not big. Because if they come for us in the physical, it's going to be too obvious. People who speak out. Because we don't bother anybody. So in this matrix, you can't physically do anything. You can't physically do anything, especially if we protect it. A lot of people know how to protect themselves as well, which that's some shit we're going to get into in another day. I want to talk about how I protect myself from certain energies and certain vibrations that are being sent towards me, you know, that didn't come from anything positive. I called on my ancestors to assist me with things they call mental illness, these depressive waves that just seem to come over. They seem to come over. It's like they wash over you. Remember I said life is like an ocean. So you got low tides, you got high tides. Good waves, bad waves. There's nothing wrong with experiencing both, because it's going to happen. But when you're experiencing the bad, you must be the watcher. You must not be affected by the situation. You must be the watcher. Life is like a movie almost. It's very climactic at certain times. Remove yourself. Remove your mask. And just watch from the inside. And watch everything flow around you. I promise it'll become much easier to deal with your problems. Your everyday problems. That make you so emotional. That make you so angry. That make you feel any type of way. You wouldn't be bothered. Practicing mental discipline is a form of what they call self-love nowadays. They put these things out here on social media so everybody can fake attached to it without actually telling you what you need to do and what the work is going to do for you. Meditation that creates mental discipline. Getting in the gym, working on your body. That creates mental and physical discipline at the same time, because that's when you start to realize it's mind over matter. You are controlling this body. All right. So when you become more aware of these things and you're starting to wake up, but you're not so sure about which direction to go, you just let it flow. When you're doing something you love and good things come from it, you can talk to the ancestors. They will guide you. They're letting you know what you're supposed to be doing. You never needed a job to make money, because money is just green paper. It's not an entity. It's not anything that you ever needed. When you first came out the womb as a baby, you were happy as hell because you didn't even know what $1 is. You didn't know that you, in this civilization, you have to make money to buy things to survive. That creates stress. That creates that fear that they put in people. That's why people's getting the jab now, because they have fear of losing their jobs and not being able to take care of their families, which is a perfectly rational fear for somebody who is ignorant to what's really going on and who they really are. All right. Once you wake up and realize who you really are, you'll walk out of a job like it's nothing. That shit'll feel like prison after a while, depending on what you're doing for work. And even if you stay at your job, I promise everybody at least has one skill creative enough to make money off. Today, in these days in the internet, anybody and everybody is blowing up just for doing things that they love. Recording it, putting it on social media. Everybody can technically make that type of money then. It doesn't just have to be viewers and creators. You are a creator. You have creative, divine, feminine energy within you. So tap into your feminine. They try to tell you stay in your masculine, but that's not necessarily all the way true, because we have both energies. So why would we just tap into one? Use your divine feminine energy. Allow the ancestors to flow through you and create and send out good vibes. And then that is what you will attract. You will attract money in abundance, because once you don't stress over money, it'll come to you. Once you say, oh, I'm chasing money. Oh, I gotta get this money. You know what I mean? All the terminology matters, because you're manifesting and making spells with every word you speak. So when you say, I gotta get money, okay, that's something you have to do. So you might still be getting money, but you're not attracting it. You're chasing it. And chasing something, you will never fully have what you are seeking for. Let me take a sip of water real quick. the ancestors help me with these depressive waves that come over me, and I have extremely negative thoughts. I was taught through Stoicism that there is a backwards law with everything. The harder you try to not think about something, the more you are going to think about it. A counterfix for that is purposefully trying to think about that thing and watch it go away. The harder you try at something, it almost seems the more difficult it becomes in certain situations, doesn't it? You become the watcher. You let it flow. Let the ancestors flow through you, through good intention and action. You will see positive results. We are coming upon the end game, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, whatever you prefer to be called. I am still going to refer to you as gods and goddesses because if you clicked on this video, you most likely already have a clue as to what you are, what you truly are. You just don't know how to put the rest of the pieces together, which is fine because it all comes together eventually. I hate to say this word, but just give it a little bit of time and stay in the moment. The construct of time was meant to hold us down, meant to think that, oh, we age. Just because we age a certain number doesn't mean we are not still superb beings. It is all about the limitations that you allow to hold you back. Once you release those limitations, you become who you truly are. Opinions, love, hate, even when somebody is sending you negative vibes, it's much better to just ignore them. It's much better to just ignore them than to tap into that frequency they're in and give them that energy back. Or at least try to see what's the negative energy about before you go to that frequency. Because you're either vibrating high or you're vibrating low. It's point blank, period. And you can be a non-woke person and still be vibrating at a certain high level and vibrating with people just because you don't believe in putting out negative energy and giving negative energy to other people. And that's because your soul already knows. Your soul already knows. But it's just up to you to find the information and remember. That's why you see a lot of people who, yeah, they may be Christian and things like that. They may have other different beliefs, but they still are really down to earth people. They don't allow their religion to make them hate any other people and any other people who worship different things to them. Your ears are always open, always willing to learn. That's high vibrating right there. But we're already almost at 20 minutes on the video, so I want to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody who came through. I want to thank the ancestors and the elders for allowing me to deliver this message through them. And I will continue to do so as long as this vessel is breathing. So if you want to see more content, you're going to see more content regardless, because I'm everywhere. But if you want to see more content, go ahead, leave a like on the video so more souls can be awakened, more souls can see this. Go ahead and subscribe and come back for more. Hit the noti bell if you want to always know when I do make videos like this. And when I do go live. I'm also a video game streamer, so I go live on Twitch and YouTube almost every day at this point. You want to come through my Twitch, leave a donation, leave a comment, follow me, show love. It's entirely up to you, God, Goddess, what you want to do. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be careful. Don't be safe because safes get broken into. And it's 34, and I'm out.